Every week I make 100 bouquets, but they're never for me. So this week I am indulging. We sell $20 bouquets at a roadside stand and down at the farmer's market, and we sell a lot of them. You know, an average week we're doing 100. Some of our best weeks we're doing 200-300 bouquets, but it gets a little bit boring doing the same style, the same recipes, and it's not very often that I get special orders for big, beautiful, decadent bouquets, and they're really fun to make when I do get them. So I have some leftover flowers. I'm gonna put together something really decadent for myself. But first, I need to get some more bits and pieces. Some of my best stuff I'm already sold out of, so let's do a quick pick before we go make some beautiful, fun arrangements. I have a lot of white flowers left over. If you follow the channel for a while, you'll know I'm always disappointed because white bouquets don't sell very well at the farmer's market. So I'm gonna make myself a decadent white bouquet, but I'm gonna put in it all the things that I hoard and refuse to sell because they're too good. I don't wanna share them. So I have some echinops already picked, but there's some sea holly that is so good, I don't even cut it. And I'm gonna go cut it for myself today. Look at the color on this plant. Isn't that blue incredible? It's so blue. I'm gonna make a blue bouquet. White and blue. All my blue stuff I'm gonna go around and find. This plant, we've had for years and years. This we actually brought with us when we moved from our residential house before we started the farm. So I have no idea what the variety name is on this, but it's so blue. Other sea hollies that I've purchased and grown are more of like purple tones. The one problem with it is it's nasty, it's super violent. It makes me bleed every time I work with it. So I don't necessarily want to sell this because it's too prickly. It's a liability, yeah. But it's gonna look really good in my blue bouquet.
What you got there?
This is a veronica or a salvia or something. My other bouquet that I wanna make is gonna be yellows and pinks and whites and oranges, like a really bright and fun and colorful one. And these kind of just hide in my little perennial garden here, but I love them, they're pretty. Too good to put in the bouquets. So I'm gonna use it for myself, all for me. Okay, let's get some other weird stuff. I've been eyeing this up. This is a burr plant. This is a nasty weed. So I've been eyeing it up because I need to get rid of it. But this bouquet is also for me. And I love what this looks like. So I'm gonna use this too. We need more blue. So a blue veronica and more things that I hoard. We need to get blue glitter sea holly. Oh, here, let's get some of these. It's like, how much of the good stuff am I allowed?
As much as you want.
Take it all. Pretty blue. I really like these. Okay, now we need more pink. Here's something you may not have known I have like 10 echinacea plants that I grew from seed like 3 years ago. This is kind of the first year that they've actually flowered. Because I have so few of them, I don't think I'm gonna use them in like bouquets at all. But this is for me, so I get to use all the good stuff, right? How about that?
They look good.
I know. A little bit of pink. We need more pink though. Tempted to do this too. What do you think?
Sure, looks good.
I don't know. I don't really like red. And it's a bouquet for me, so maybe not. How about some liatris though? How many?
Yeah,
What's a decadent number? Like 20? We're gonna make a $1,000 bouquet. So I can have all the stems. I have a bunch of these lilies I didn't pick because I have so many lilies. maybe I'll pick some. It's a pretty good mix of pink. More.
You munching?
Gotta take a break. Stay recharged.
I'm scared to eat raspberries because of seeds.
Or because of my spider story. I got a raspberry at the greenhouse and I like had it on my tongue and then ate it and there was something still stuck on my tongue. I was like scraping it off with my teeth and it wouldn't come off. And then I realized it's because it was like a minute little baby spider that was like fangs in on my tongue. And then my tongue was numb for like the rest of the day because of like the little spider bite I got on the tip of my tongue. But the raspberries are too good to be concerned about. That being more than a once a year occurrence, right? Maybe we should be really decadent and pick some sedum. We'll pick one. One for our blue bouquet. Look how good that is. We're gonna get some of my tarragon for my blue bouquet greenery. Yeah, look at that one. That one looks good. Okay, more blue. More blue, more pink. These are blue. Is that gonna look good in my blue bouquet? Mm-hmm. Okay, we need dark pink for the pink and yellow bouquet. Get all these windswept ones that have fallen down on the sides. Look at how much wind, so much wind and movement in that stem.
Yeah. It's a hurricane.
What are we thinking?
I don't know, when you're making a $30 bouquet?
I'm making a $1,000 bouquet.
Kind of looks like a $30 bouquet to me.
Oh, let's get more blue. I've hoarded it so much that now it's being overtaken by bindweed. It's almost like I've dealt with bindweed before. Okay, let's get some more pink. I have this gorgeous perennial phlox. I'm loving these. Nice big decadent one. That'll be a nice centerpiece. And then let's get some solidago. Just glows. So pretty. Love this. I was drooling over this today, being like, I need more. Oh, look at butterfly. Butterfly, come back. I have flowers for you. Let's keep moving down the farm. More pink. Still doing pink. We got our bee balm that finally flowered. If we're gonna make a $1,000 bouquet, then yeah, we need more. What do you think?
Is it pretty big?
It's 3 stems. It's pretty decadent. I have this full bed of bells of Ireland. It's been very sad and short, but every week it gets a little bit taller. And so, you know, it's starting to get to the point that some of these stems are usable when I kind of cut them off at ground level and then clean them up. And I love it. So we need some of this for the blue bouquet. Get 3 of these. Okay, what else do we got? Let's go to the very bottom of the farm and work our way back up, because we might have a few bits and pieces that are just starting that we can use. Gotta see this amazing sunflower. It finally bloomed, and look at the color. It's like a peach. We're not picking this. This is just to enjoy when we're hanging out down here. There's cosmos I can maybe get, but I don't really want cosmos. But look at this sweet weed. I want this. Forget cosmos when you can have weird weeds. Those will be fun in my blue bouquet. That brown, I like that. They're like baby bulrushes. I could be really decadent and pick my first Lysianthus.
Sure.
I should probably do that. Like this one, which really isn't big enough. But look at that. So pretty. This white one. That's got enough to go with baby bulrushes. They're very short, but still very pretty. I think we have like a few stems of basil, I wait till it gets flowers to pick it. Kinda, you know, this is the entire plant. I hoard it a little bit till I really need it. And then let's get some of this. This is floss flower, and I was sure that this was gonna be completely unusable because it was so short. But it's kind of surprised me, and it's gotten pretty tall. I really like it. I don't know that I'd put it with the blue ones. I'm really going for the blue, not the purple tones. But we'll get a couple because it'll look really good with the yellows and the pinks. Like that. For stem life?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
A little bit of a pop. We'll try it out for the first time. Okay, more special, precious flowers. I have these, which are finally almost ready. These dry super good. This is winged everlasting, ammobium. They're like a baby straw flower. They do the sound like the straw flower. So these will look really good with the sea hollies, and they'll dry really nicely too, since my plan is this bouquet is gonna stay on my table forever.
It better. It's costing us $1,000.
Well, I'm making 2. Okay, let's get some pink status. It's a little short, but we'll be able to put it on the outside edge. And the final piece is we need like 25 rudbeckia so that we can make this big massive bouquet. I said we're gonna pick just a couple things, but instead I've picked like enough to make like 15 bouquets. So let's stop there and go make this crazy decadent flower bouquet. What do you think? Oh, it's heavy. Oh my god. There's too many things in there. It's too heavy, so the assistant had to do it. Alright, so now that we picked everything, we're gonna prep everything. Because we picked too much. We have all this other stuff that we can use too. Like this is what all the echinops and the white scabiosas and some white liatris. But we're starting with the blue and white. So these bells of Ireland, they have flowers down to the very bottom. So I'm stripping everything off, all the side branches, and then removing a bunch of their flowers. Then they look pretty usable, huh? Not a bad stem. It's gonna go great with this. Well, this is a nasty, this is a burr plant. But it does look really good. And they're soft because the burrs haven't developed. And it's for me, so, you know, you don't wanna sell that. You don't want that to end up in people's compost piles. Okay, we're gonna make piles of my pieces. So we got our greenery over here. We got our weird stuff.
It wouldn't be a Serina bouquet without weird stuff.
We gotta have weird stuff. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a spiral bouquet.
Is your hand gonna be big enough?
For this one. But we're gonna test the limits of my hand strength with the yellow and pink one. Because I have, this is where we're gonna start. And that's already, that's like my pinch. It's already filling up like a quarter. And then once we get these sunflowers mixed into the mix, it's gonna be very physically challenging.
Pretty impressive.
We're gonna push me to my limits of hand strength. I have all my ingredients laid out for my first bouquet. We're gonna start with a piece of greenery, our burr, and then we'll put this in the middle too, because I just have one of those. These are gonna be our main focal, so I'm gonna put one to start. So the nice thing about when you make a big, huge decadent bouquet where you don't have to think about how much money everything is, you just kind of keep adding stuff. You're like, okay, let's start with some greenery. Just grab stuff, put it in, grab stuff, put it in. And then you're like, okay, I got some greenery there. Let's put in some filler flowers. Okay, so then let's add some blue. Okay, but it's getting to be too much blue, so let's add some white.
Your
Something
piles of
twist.
potential stuff are still mighty, and your hand
know.
looks like it's filling up.
You have no faith. The hand is mightier than the image on the camera, as they say.
Nobody says that.
This bouquet is gonna be the definition of more.
It's like $965 more.
Let's put some spikes in to give some visual interest when it's done. Because we're gonna be just building and building. And because I'm gonna be putting it in a vase, I start tall, I'm gonna build down. So that when it's in the vase, you know, it'll be visually interesting. So now we have a focal, it's kind of in the center there. We've got some spikes, we got some space, but now we need some more focals. So let's do some of the blue glitter. Get that kind of going, right? And then let's pair it with these. Now we should put in these bells of Ireland so that they'll get held a bit better once we get other stuff in. Yeah, look at that, I like that. Now we need white to balance out all the blue and the green. This is very fun. This is like maniacal, evil laughter is what currently is happening in my head. Oh yeah, look how good that is. And we can barely begun. There's still so much more.
When I leave for the market tomorrow, I'm gonna put this in the stand with the
Nah!
$20 sign on it.
This is mine.
$20.
As soon as this video is done,
First come, first
we're
serve.
putting this inside our house. Borage. Oh yeah, look at that. More spikes. I forgot we have these white spikes. Okay, and I've been doing threes, but at this point, because the outside of the bouquet is so big, I can start doing stuff in fives. We got a couple of these still. Okay, let's do white glitter and then ammobium. My hand's getting pretty full. What else should we put in here? Oh, we forgot the echinops.
It's not too late.
It's definitely not too late. It's also not too late because at any point you can take this stuff, weave it in. I could be like, oh, I forgot echinops. So it's pretty tight because I'm squeezing hard because there's a lot here, but we can pop that in there. Oh, it's heavy. All right, now echinops on the outside. We're getting to the point that I almost can't turn it in my hand. I need like to put it down on the table to turn it. More. Maniacal laughter. Okay, at this point, I am very much getting to my limits. So I'm just gonna start pulling things down, right? Because when I put it like this, because this is how it's gonna be, right? It looks like amazing like this, but I want some stuff down on the outside edge. Look at that, perfect moment for our Lysianthus. Or I don't know, let's put the blue one in there. Okay, then we'll finish it with this greenery that I saved. Oh, my hand. My hand is like, I hate you. Too much work. I don't make enough of these to have the hand strength. Okay, and then we get to do my favorite part. My favorite part of spiral is, see how ambidextrous I am? So I push it down to kind of like be able to eyeball. We're almost to my favorite moment of making a bouquet like this, which is when you get to do the smash on the table. And then leave it to stand on its own. What do you think, Ian?
I think it's one of the best bouquets you've ever made.
Is that bridal?
Could be.
There, opened it up a bit more. Oh, looks good. I like it. It's gonna look good on our table. And when we're done making the other bouquet, then we'll wrap them fancy. Bouquet number 2. I have this insane lily, which has been too big to use. It has all these flowers that have finished that I'm gonna snip off. Okay, so this is what we're gonna start as the beginning of our even bigger bouquet. This is also gonna be the center. This is like purple phlox, because I want this to be like very obvious in the middle. This one. How about that? Okay, so we have the bee balm, which is our filler in this bouquet. My hand is already tired. That's where we're at. Okay, so because these are so big, one of the problems is like there's gonna be all these gaps, right? So I kind of need like yarrow and like little fillers to kind of get in between all these big pieces, or else when you look down at the center of the bouquet, it's gonna look really empty and kind of awkward, which is part of the reason why I hadn't been using this oversized lily.
It takes too much.
Yeah, it eats up too many flowers. So these, if I kind of cram them in there, they're gonna get like kind of smushed if I kind of cram them in there, and they're not gonna look good. But if I take these other bee balms, I can put them in and they'll fill in space and be able to sit down lower and make things look less awkward. And then once this gets going, then it'll look good. It'll be easy. Then I'll just start throwing things on quickly. Fill these gaps first. Oh, but then we need some yellow. We need some yellow. This is gonna be pinks and yellow. Okay. You know, now when we look down at it, there's gonna be like flowers in there. I think now's a good time. This is gonna be like the continuing theme is gonna be like the rudbeckias. Put in a few things and then do a layer of rudbeckias. Put in a few things and then a layer of rudbeckias.
So indulgent.
I mean, that's exactly, that was the plan. The plan was indulgence, so far success. Now we need filler. Let's do these. These will be kind of spiky. These will look good at this point. Oh, you know what? Let's do this phlox right there to balance the other phlox. Oh, look at that. It was meant to be. Perfect. Perfect number of these. What do you think?
It looks really good, actually. I'm impressed.
This is like halfway in. This is just the beginning.
You're gonna need a hand massage when this is done.
I know. And I have to make bouquets for a market tonight, so. What else? Maybe some more of these big sunflowers. They're like so big. Maybe I should finish. It's like almost too big to even use.
Just put it in there.
Just gotta send it. Oh my god. They're so big, they take up so much space. We can't see rudbeckia from the outside, so more rudbeckia. They're too long. Actually, you know what? Get rid of some of these oversized stems, then I can hold it. Get a little bit of a balance against my body, because we're gonna test the limits of Serina's strength.
Do you think that bouquet weighs 3 pounds?
It definitely weighs more than 3 pounds. I should have made you pick up the other one, because the other one's probably like 5 pounds. We'll weigh it at the end. We'll weigh it and see how heavy it is. And if it's only 3 pounds, then I'm gonna feel sorry for myself. And maybe make a workout regime. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like too many. Now we need more. Put some Solidago in. I like it. Okay, we only have 2 of these. Oh, they look so good. More. More yarrow. My hands are like burning. I'm resting my hands. Okay, we're at the homeward stretch.
You ready?
But I think we should still put more rudbeckia in. More. We still have sunflowers. We still have lilies. We still have echinacea. Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, look how good it looks with the sunflowers. Oh my god, I can't hold it. The sunflowers are so big. I think I should weave the echinacea in.
Yeah.
Maybe when it's done and tied. I can't open my hand up. I have to like squeeze as hard as I can to not drop it. Okay, more rudbeckia. Okay, I don't know.
Drop it.
Maybe.
If you reach the limit. There's kind of some green spots on the side.
The plan is to collar it with the pink status. If you want to go bigger, what you need to do is you need to like tie it off and then add more.
Then tie it again over top.
Yeah, and then tie it again over top. But I'm so close to being done that I'm like, maybe if I, because now I can hold it like against my body. Okay, let's just, I don't think it needs more, Rebecca. Let's just try to do this. Because this will look really pretty when it's in the vase. To have like a fan of the pink status on the outside edge.
Kind of like this one more than the other one.
Really?
I like the other one a lot, but this one looks really good.
There, what do we think?
Pretty good.
Do.
Which one do you like more?
I can't actually see it because it's so big. Like, yeah, I can't even like look down at it. But I do like the pink and yellow together.
Want some help?
If I can't do it by myself, then I didn't do it by myself. It's so heavy. I'm very excited to weigh this because I feel like it's ridiculously heavy. Moment of truth. Is it legitimately heavy or am I a pathetic weakling?
3.5 pounds?
No, it's like almost 4 pounds.
Oh, it's getting heavier. It's getting heavier.
This is how heavy it felt. Like just in 2 fingers, right? That's heavy. All right, and then we pound it to make it bigger. Yeah, that looks so good. Yeah, that is like pretty good. Hold this bouquet.
Whoa. Like, what is this for?
Just because.
It's cool.
Okay, it's really heavy.
Okay.
Can you
I'll hold it.
Okay.
That's not heavy.
Now, the most important part of all of making a big, huge, decadent, indulgent bouquets is we have to go take them outside and take some pictures. And then we'll come back inside and I'll show you how I do a wrap on a big bouquet.
Talking about essential flower farming skills right here.
Makes me pretty happy. Feels pretty self-indulgent.
I don't think that vase is big enough.
No. I'm like, I don't know if I have a vase that's big enough. I might have to live in a metal bucket. Okay, wrapping. Staple it together. But we're making this fancy. Part of the experience of getting a bouquet gifted to you is that it's all wrapped up and beautiful. And so I don't use this very often except for when people special order bouquets, so they're gonna be gifts.
And this is a gift to you.
Yeah, and this is a gift to myself. So what I use is some of this white tissue paper. Put this, and then take this, and then it's really simple to close. It'll only take a single staple. And then, like that. Okay, let's do the other one. Oh my god, the biggest bouquet ever. Right. And then we'll do this. Ah! Okay, you're too big. Okay, and then we're gonna take this ripped up piece of tissue paper and we're gonna hide the fact that I destroyed it. We learned this at Pike Place Market because they put a piece of paper on the very bottom. Okay, how about that for gift wrapping?
That's pretty good. 20 bucks. 20 bucks.
And thanks, Serina, for these beautiful bouquets that you made for yourself. Oh, you're welcome, Serina.